Awesome.
Boom, Rudy.
Boom. What's going on? What's going on, man?
Hey, happy Tuesday to you.
Tuesday is a game night. Game night in New York, man. Tuesday is
Yeah,
game night
that is
in
right.
New York.
You guys got your party.
Yeah. We got a good party going on here in New York every Tuesday night. It's always amazing. Always amazing to have so many people coming up out there
Yeah.
in New York just to see what this opportunity is all about.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I am so pumped about our topic today because it's right there parallel to what you and I have been talking about and going through. And it's what are your beliefs and are you living up to what you believe in? Hey, Kelly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Yeah, man. When I was really thinking about this because so many times, right? We have something what we call the core values,
Right.
and some of those core values are things, or these are things that we actually instill in our lives while we were from childhood. No, from
Right.
childhood.
Mhm.
So while growing up, you've had certain things that has been instilled in your life that you say, you know what, this is bad, this is good, this is how I'm gonna live my life, this is how I'm gonna be doing. When
Right.
somebody said this to me, I'm gonna say no, I'm gonna
Mhm.
say yes to this.
Right.
So those are your core values. But
Right.
now, as we grow up, right, we have challenges that come back and forth, different things happen in our lives, different situations, different conditions.
Mhm.
It's hard for us to kind of keep up with that, right?
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
now, when you start having your own family, you want to think about what values am I really instilling in them?
Right. Right. It's when I think about beliefs, first thing that comes to my mind is that there's a thing that I call standard beliefs or system beliefs. Things that
Right,
we grew up with. Like, we know you're not supposed to kill anybody. That's a
right.
belief. No
That's
belief. You
that's
shouldn't do
that's
that.
that's a standard belief right there.
Um, or there are things you learn through your religion or from your parents,
Right,
and or like the golden rule,
right,
And I love what Mr. Holton Bugg says. It takes the golden rule, makes it a platinum rule.
right,
So he looks at that person and he models after them. I
right,
love it. But then there's a different part of beliefs, and for me, it's called your core beliefs.
right.
And that's so hard to define sometimes because down at the very bottom of everything, who are you and what are non-negotiable beliefs that you have? And that's tough
Wow.
to get to.
Wow, you just nailed something. Non-negotiable beliefs.
Mhm.
There's sometimes where some of the aspect that I was looking at situational beliefs, right?
Mhm. Right.
Because situational beliefs means you've trying to fit yourself in
Mhm.
every situation,
Right.
right?
Love it.
You trying to associate yourself, whatever the condition is. You say, you know what? I'm just gonna act like a chameleon. I'm just
Right.
gonna change my colors the way to fit the
Love
situation. you know,
it. Mhm.
that's a situational belief because you don't want to hurt anybody, because you
Right.
don't want to say no to certain people. But
Mhm.
guess what? As soon as you start living, you decide that you really want to start living your core values.
Right.
You're gonna
Right.
be very, very unpopular.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. When you said the chameleon thing made me think one of the things that I write about in my book, and it happened to me, is that I built this facade around me because
Right.
I was a chameleon. I adapted to whatever situation I was in. And it took a really good friend to break me down and break that down. And it was very emotional, very traumatic for me to admit, I had this facade because what happened was people knew the me I was projecting,
Right.
but no one knew the real me.
Absolutely.
That's so hard. So hard.
I mean, because look at that, right? It goes back to what we're saying. I listened to podcast this morning about living small.
Yeah.
If you live small, guess what? You're sinning against your own nature.
Mm-hmm.
And living small, sometimes people feel hard. Is it for me to live small? What does that even mean? It means you're limiting yourself to your comfort zone. That's what it means. You're
Right.
limiting yourself with the confines of your wall. That's
Right.
what it means to live small because you're not giving the world an opportunity to
Mhm.
explore you, to know who you are.
That's exactly right.
And that goes back to you looking at who am I? What are my core values? How do
Right.
I define myself? How
Mhm.
does the world look at me?
Right. Right. Exactly. And that's where really the whole deal. I watched a podcast this morning from a guy who talks about, the very first hour that you wake up defines the type of day you're going to have. And he even went as far as said the very first thing he does is he takes an ice cold shower. I thought, I'm not sure I'm up to that, but he says you take an ice cold shower, and that gets your body. It's almost like a way to just cleanse your body of all the stuff that's built up over the night. And then he says he goes out and he does a little yoga and does the meditation. And if you're religious, that's where you can do your prayer time. But what it does, it just gets all the junk out of your system, so then you're ready to take on the day and make the day productive. And I thought to myself, when you said something about beliefs, one of the things we don't believe in, I think, is we have the ability to get the junk out of our system.
Right. I mean, you talk about the junk, man. You talk about the junk, and you've just shown a lot of nuggets out there, because looking at something, right? You talk about the money habits.
Right.
There's something that I just started developing the last couple of months. About 2 months ago, I started developing this habit, which means I put on my phone to silent mode, and I just take those first 2 or 3 hours of my day.
Right.
Right. For me, it's gotta be for me. Let me deal with me first before I'm gonna start attending to anybody else in the world. I'm gonna have to deal with me first, because it's so easy for you to jump out of the bed. Sometimes we even jump out of the bed with a phone call.
Exactly.
And as soon as somebody gives you a phone call, guess what? That they've already taken control of your day. People start projecting things on you. People start asking you things to do. What are you gonna do? This, do this.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, you feel overwhelmed, and you wouldn't even necessarily accomplish anything, but you already feel like the day is exhausted.
That's exactly
because
right.
you didn't even have time to create your own life. You didn't have that moment for yourself.
No, you don't. When you wake up in the morning and you pull up that phone and you look at all the alerts and the notifications you got overnight, you just right then robbed yourself of the ability to give yourself time to be you. Right. Because your mind, no matter what, even if you put it down in the back of your mind, you saw those alerts, you saw those notifications over there.
Right. I mean, because even if you take a look at it, right, and you put it down, guess what? Your subconscious mind is on the phone. You gotta go back to it. Absolutely. No matter whatever activity you're trying to do right here, and you turn your phone down, and this happens even in our regular lives. Like, even we realize, even when we go to meetings, guess what? People have their phone. You put your phone on vibration, or you put your phone in your pocket. As soon as the phone starts vibrating, your whole mind is down there to the phone.
Exactly.
Like nothing else actually going on in the meeting is important to you, because your mind is, who the hell is calling me? Who is calling me? I got to pick up the phone. What's the notification? Who what are they saying? What are they expecting me to do? Life just keeps coming at us, but you really have to create your own values. What are the things that are important to you?
Exactly right. And one of the things that I think about, and I talk about this often, is that when you develop your core beliefs, you develop your core belief systems, you also have to have someone that you look to, that you believe in.
Right.
And many times we immediately think, okay, and you look to someone older and wiser.
Right.
My take is something different. And here's my take. When I look to people, I look to someone younger than me.
Right.
Someone like yourself. Someone like, I'm going to call them out, that I just have so much admiration for these guys. Cameron Caskey and David Hogg from Parkland High School, what they're doing as a result of that. I look to young people to see who they are. And here's the reason I do that. It's because the young people younger than me, are going to decide my quality of life when I no longer can.
Right.
And I want to see what's ahead. And so I look at someone young. This morning, I listened to Jayla Pippins. 19 years old. But the wisdom of someone that's been around for decades and decades and decades.
Absolutely.
That's what I look to.
Absolutely. I mean, talking about Jayla Pippins, man, I was just grounded on her call this morning. I was like, wow, that's amazing. Throwing some nuggets out there and just keep instilling and telling us about how this business actually works, how to hit whatever goals that you want to hit, I know before you and I jump on the call, we're talking about what the plans we have for December and what's going on and everything that is, especially like coming up November 2nd event that we're just really going to be live from New York. I can't wait for that to happen.
Yeah,
But you know, at the end of the day, it comes down to you've been able to identify your values, right? You've been able to identify what you believe in. But now, how do you really associate yourself with that beliefs out there in the society? Because the world is not going to accept you. The world is not going to throw that themselves at you because they say, you know what, this guy doesn't really like to speak in public. We're not going to talk to him. We're not going to put him out there for him to speak in public. You know, say he always says no to this. We always, you know, we're not going to approach him with this question. But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
The world is always going to come at you with their questions, with their projections. But
Right.
you really have to determine for yourself, like, where do I stand with my beliefs? Are
Yeah.
my beliefs strong enough for me to say no or yes to any situation? Am
Right.
I changing anything? Am I changing my belief to fit a particular situation in life? Am
Mm-hmm.
I changing my belief to fit a particular condition? Am I changing my belief to fit certain group of people in my life?
Right. Exactly. You know, when you look at that, and it goes back to what we've talked about many times, is that you are the average of the 5 people you most associate with.
Right.
If you're changing your beliefs to fit into a group of people, and you know in your core, in your heart, that that's just not you, there's your indication you're in the wrong group. You need to
Right.
change it up and move to a group.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
don't alienate and abandon, but you move over. Because
Right.
who knows, there may come a point in time when you guys are back in alignment, because people do change and things do
Right.
happen.
Right.
But you're so right. I mean, if you do that, someone is not getting to know the real you. And if they don't know the real you, then that tells me that you don't believe in yourself.
Absolutely. I mean, if you don't believe in yourself, there's like nothing else going on out there, right? Because
Right.
if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else gonna believe in you. And
Right.
how can somebody actually believe in you? Somebody believe in you because they see your goals. They see your goals. They see what you're looking for. They see your aspirations. They see where you're heading, and they say, you know what? I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna push you. And this just got me down to Miss Elaine, you know, our Ruby out there in Bermuda, man. You know, she as soon as she hit the rank, man, guess what? She got all the support that she needed.
Right.
She got all the support she needed. Mr. Edwin Haynes,
Mhm.
Mr. Edwin Haynes called her on the cell phone. I mean,
Yeah.
I can only imagine because guess what? They've seen her goals, they've seen her belief system, and they say, you know what? We're gonna support you to hit whatever goal that you really want to hit because I see the work you put in.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what it is. It's kind of it is a cause and effect relationship.
Right.
But what is your cause? Is your cause just because, or is your cause that you are determined because you believe in the vision? I love what H.B. Holtenbach says. He says, "Give me 1% of your respect, and
Right.
let me earn the other 99."
I mean, I love it, man. I was completely because it's so easy. It's so easy for us most of the time. You know, you be part of a company, you be part of a
Right.
business, and you feel like, you know what? There's some things going on. And this actually driving to some. I was talking to I had a call on Saturday with somebody, and he said, man, you know, he's actually in another company, and he said, well, I don't really believe in this company, but I just like the people. I said, what? Guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not about the company.
That's right.
Sometimes it's not about the product. By the end of the day, you really want to look at somebody who you believe in, because somebody who has been able to say, you know what, I earn 99% of your respect, of
Right.
your trust, you know, and looking at that person being the forefront of any organization, you really trust that organization.
Oh, absolutely. You hit on something real key. I think if you were to ask anyone who really believes in and sees and follows Holtenbach's vision, they're not doing it because of the tremendous savings and the financial opportunities that we have with this. That's
Right.
not the reason they're doing it.
Right.
They're doing it because of the brotherhood, sisterhood that he's created. They're
Right.
doing it because of this whole family that's being created across this globe. That's unlike
Absolutely.
anything I've seen. I mean, phenomenal point you made there.
Wow, man. You know, I just love the fact that we keep doing this every day, and I can't wait for tomorrow's conversation, man. How can somebody actually say, you know what, I love what these guys are doing, and I just want to see what's this iboomerang thing is all about? Because guess what? It's about the family, like what we're doing out here, inspiring lives, changing lives. People keep sharing these videos, and they inspire their friends and family members. How can somebody actually say, let me get more information about iboomerang, man?
Yeah, it's real easy. If you want more information in the comments section on mine or Rudy's or anyone who's sharing this with you, Kelly or Elle or anyone out there, just write "Tell me more." And here's what we can do, folks. We now have a 3-minute YouTube video by Miss Karen Hirsch, who will be with us in New York on November 2nd. She is a blue diamond in the company. Karen, in 3 minutes, tells you everything you want to know about iboomerang. And then you go from there. And we've got more information for you. If you want to see this piece of technology first, just type 2 letters, ME, and we'll send it to you. Just say me, and we'll send it to you.
Absolutely, man. You know, I love what we keep doing, man. I just can't wait for tomorrow because I know we got something even bigger coming in tomorrow, guys.
Tomorrow is Hump Day. Tomorrow starts the last half of October. You know it's going to be epic, and it's going to be good.
Absolutely, man. All right, man. I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, bro. See you tomorrow. Boom.